chapter or first topic from the English we will start. Actually, in English, we will prepare ourselves according to the lead test file. Examination style and paper pattern, I'll send you on the PDF file. What will be your examination, how the question will be asked, what type of examiner, and we will start preparing. So first chapter, we will start topic, we will start that is grammatical topic. In grammar, we'll start with a sentence, type of sentence. In any language, the sentence structure or sentence pattern is very important. How the language function, it depends on the grammatical portion or grammar section. Now in sentence in English, what is sentence? A group of words that contains some meaning. A group of words that express some meaning or clear sense. That is called sentence. Now type of sentence. There are 5 types of sentence we will discuss. First is simple sentence. First is simple sentence. Simple sentence, it always expresses fact. It always expresses fact or truth. Fact or truth. It always expresses fact or truth. It can be a declarative sentence also. We can call it a declarative. So it always expresses fact or whatever fact is there that is expressed in the help of this simple sentence. You can say example, he is a good singer. He is a good singer. Now he is a good singer. If he is a good singer, then only we can say yes, he is a good singer. He is a good singer. Now suppose someone is not a good singer, we can say that he is not a good singer. These both sentences, they express fact or truth. Fact or truth. Now first one, it can be called affirmative. This sentence can be called affirmative, and another one it can be called negative. This one can be called negative. Okay, it means the simple sentence, it always expresses the fact or truth. It can be affirmation as well as in negation. Now, first this sentence, the structure part of this sentence is first we have to use subject, then according to the subject, helping verb, according to the subject. Subject means in number and person. Suppose it is first person, helping verb can be another. Suppose it is second person, then there will be a different helping verb. And main verb, it is according to the tense and object. We have to do. These object and subject, they are always in form of a noun. That is the classification of words. Noun or pronoun. This can be used as a noun or pronoun. So this is the sentence structure. You have to form the sentence because your grammatical portion, reordering and all, it will be helpful. Secondly, your passive voice and all, we have to do according to the sentence. So what type of sentence or the sentences are formed. Now in if it sentence is negative, second one, there is always helping verb, and helping verb is required because sometimes in present indefinite or simple present tense or simple past tense, in affirmative sentence we don't use helping verb. But it is mandatory when there is a negative sentence, we need helping verb. हमें helping verb की जरूरत होगी. Without helping verb we can't use the negative word. No, ये word use नहीं कर सकते हम. That's why for the negative sentence we require helping verb. So sentence structure again: subject, helping verb, not, main verb, and object. This is the identification. There is always full stop. You can identify because in your grammatical portion, sentence transformation will be there from one category to another category. For example, from simple to negative. So if you know the rules, it means it will become very easy. So there are 2 types of sentence. This simple sentence, these are 2 types. One is affirmative, that is a positive sentence. Another one is negative, But these two sentences are simple because they express truth or fact. They express truth or fact. Next sentence is interrogative sentence. Next sentence is interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. In this sentence, actually, interrogative sentence is used where to ask the question or where question is asked. Where question is asked. These are used to ask a question. Where question is asked. Now the question. If you know the formation of them, it will be very easy to form the interrogative sentence. In simple sentence, we were having the pattern subject or sentence structure, helping verb, main verb, and object, and full stop. Suppose you want to convert a simple sentence into from simple sentence to interrogative sentence, you have to put the helping verb. It means where question is asked, this is used, and now sentence pattern will be helping verb first, then subject, main verb, and object, and followed by question. Followed by question mark. You can make any of these sentences. For example, he is a good singer. He is a good singer. So you can convert this sentence into interrogative. Is he a good singer? And there is a question. Now this is, even these type of sentences can be called actually yes or no answer. Here you have to write the answer yes or no. It is one sort of confirmation we are doing. Next we will discuss about the question word, that is separate. Is he a good singer? Suppose he is. So you have to answer yes. Yes, he is a good singer. Even in short form you can answer this. Yes, he is. That also you can, or you can say, suppose your answer is affirmation, affirmative. Then you can write the affirmative sentence. If it is yes or positive or affirmation, it means affirmative sentence. If you are having the affirmation, it means confirm or positive answer. You can write the affirmative sentence. Yes, he is a good singer. Suppose he is not a good singer, and someone is answering in negation. If answer is negation, no, he is not a good singer. He is not a good singer. These are the two types of answer can be given by helping, by changing helping verb only. This is one sort of confirmation we want to confirm which category, whether affirmation or negation. Affirmation or negation. If your answer is affirmative, you can write yes, he is a good singer. Again, the positive sentence or affirmative sentence. If your answer is no, then you write the negative sentence. And negative sentence, I think you already discussed about the formation of sentence, how the sentence is formed. Now, apart from this, there are some question words we are using. Question words for different purpose. Question word for different purpose. These question words, you can say WH and how. These are the words. These are used for specific purpose. They are for specific purpose. For example, what, why, when, where, which, who. This who and how, this we will discuss separately. What, why, when, where, which. These are the question words which can be used for asking a different question. They are for specific purpose. For example, if you talk about what, these are used for naming. What do we want? Or you have to tell the profession. This will be helpful in your answering the question. So, what is used for naming? For example, what do you want? I want a pen. I want a notebook. Tell them. Or what are you? If direct question is what are you? It means you have to tell the profession. I'm a student. I'm a teacher. Okay, this is used for what? What and what is used for naming or telling the profession. what we are doing. Next is why. It is always used for reason. It is used for reason. Why are you late? It means you have to tell the reason. And reason you have to answer with as, since, or because also. As, since, or because. This one you can use. Why were you late? Because I missed the bus. Since I missed the bus. As I missed the bus. It means you have to use the same tense in which the question is asked. You have to answer in the same tense. And reason. When. Normally when it is used for calendar time. It is used for calendar time. Actually not for the clock time. Clock time normally we use what time do you go to school, what time do you go to bed. This is but in normal use we are using when do you go to school, when do you go to bed and all. But grammatically when is used for only calendar time. It is used for month and year. Answer month and year. When did you born? Like this. This one. When. Now where it is used for place. Where it is used for place. You have to tell them where are you going. It means I am going to market. Where are you going? I am going to the playground. I am going to school. Anywhere place. Next one is which. Which is used for lifeless object. Lifeless object. Which is used for lifeless object. This one always used for and animals. Lifeless object and animals. So these are the parts of these are the question word and how. How will tell the manners and method. How it is used for telling the manners and methods. Yes. How it's used for telling manner or method. How did this machine work? How did this machine work? How did you solve this sum? It means you have to tell the manner or method. You have to tell the manner or method. It means if you know the meaning of these question words, you can answer it in very simple. You can answer properly without. Next is the whom, and whose. These are the three words. Whom, whose, and whom. These are the three words. Actually, these are used for person. These are used for who, used for person as a subject. It is used as a subject or doer of the action. Whom, object. When action is passed on to, where the action is passed on to, जहाँ पर action जिसको pass on की जाती है, whom, object. In simple personal pronoun, you might come across these words I, me, and mine. Mine is a possessive word, me is object, I is subject. Same way who, whom, and whose. Only thing these are interrogative words. These are question words used for person. Used for person. For example, who are you? It means now you see difference between who and what. What are you and who are you? Who are you means you have to tell the name. And what are you? You have to tell your. Okay, whom do you want? Whom do you want? You are a subject. Whom do you want? It means object. It is used for object. Next is possessive case. It is showing the relation with some noun. Noun के साथ जो आपका relate. Whose book is this? Whose pen is this? Whose house is this? It means these words are used for persons. These words are used for persons. They can be used in different way in interview. In interrogative questions. In interrogative questions. So interrogative question, if you come here, these are used for asking question. They can be two types. One is with the only helping verb, when you interchange the helping verb. Another one is with the question words. If question words come, then these question words will come before helping verb. This will be now your sentence structure of the interrogative. First question word, if it is there, then helping verb, subject, main verb, object, and question, sign of interrogation. So this is interrogative sentence. This is interrogative sentence. Next, we will talk about the imperative sentence. Because these sentences are very important, starting from your writing sections, or reading sections, or answering the question. It means if you know the proper formation of sentence, your error or your mistakes can be avoided. Writing mistakes and your all sort of mistake in English or writing. Next is the imperative sentence. Next, third type, imperative sentence. These sentences are used to express order, advice, request, and prohibition. It means negative. These imperative sentence, these are order type, and these are used to express order. You have to give order or advice. You can give request. You can request someone or prohibition. Prohibition means negative order, not to do anything, not to do particular actions. Now, what is the sentence structure? Actually, in this sentence, it starts with the first form of verb, first form, and then object. Actually, in this sentence, there is always subject you. There is always you subject is there, but it is hidden. It is a hidden subject. For example, if I say open your book, if I say open your book, actual meaning is you open you, but it is a hidden subject. Neither it is written nor spoken. Neither it is written nor spoken. It means the words sentence structure of this part imperative sentence. It is the first form of verb and object. There is always you subject is there, sense is there, meaning is there, but it is not written nor spoken. In case the sentence is negative, then do not or never. It will come before verb and these are mainly simple sentences you have to keep in mind while determining or while identifying the sentence. Do not or never. For example, open your book. It can be order also. This sentence can be order. Means sentence structure very good. Advice means it is not compulsory. Order means it is compulsory. It always goes from top to order. Advice, anyone can give advice. It is up to you, and it is not mandatory to obey that advice. These are the good things are told or motivating things are told. It is up to you whether you accept or not. You accept it is up to you. Advice. For example, trust in God. But the structure, sentence structure will remain same. Sentence structure, sentence बनाने का तरीका एक ही होगा. That it will be with the first form. In case negative, then never or do not it will come before first form. Trust in God. That can be advice. And if you use please open your book. It is become now it is open your book. Please open your book. It has become request. And this please word can come even at first. For example, open your book, please. Then it will be your request. It will be again the structure part. It will remain same. Either negative form and this is affirmative. This is affirmative. Now next fourth one is prohibition, negative word. We not to do anything. It is order in negative form. For example, do not stand here. Do not stand. Do not pluck the flowers. Do not walk on the grass. Anything which is in negative, and it can be negative order. But sometimes with the advice also it can be negative. For example, never tell a lie. Never tell a lie. Never tell a lie. Okay. So it means never word we are used. It is a negative word. But the sentence, what is the mood of the sentence? It is advice. It is advice. And do not stand here. It is a word. It is order. Please open. We are using the word requesting. Please, kindly. These words if you are using, the sentence will be request. Then trusting God, it is advice and it is a word. Okay. So these are imperatives. These are imperative. Now next one. Next is optative sentence. Next is optative sentence. Next is optative sentence. optative sentence. In optative sentence, we express unreal condition, and we bless someone or bless it, unreal condition or blessing. In this sentence, we express unreal condition or blessing. So unreal condition, it always starts with the good bad. Good bad. Unreal condition, we are talking about ourselves. हम अपनी ही unreal condition बताते हैं. Good bad, I was a bird. Good bad, I was a bird. It is always sign of exclamation. Good bad. It means you have to be very careful about the symbol because good, it is a helping verb. Actually, it has come first. It means the sentence in normal term would have been interrogative. Is the sentence interrogative हो जाता, but it depends to your symbol. It is a sign of exclamation, or exclamatory symbol you are using. Because it is unreal condition, that's why normal case I should have used was, but here it is were is used because it is totally I show the unreal condition. These type of sentence will start with काश में bird काश में रात next is your blessing. Next is blessing. Blessing, we are giving blessing to someone. May you live long. Again, it is same. May is a helping verb. It is a modal verb. It is helping verb. It has come for subject. The sentence should have been according to. It means you have to be very careful about the symbols also. It determines the kind of sentence. किस तरह का sentence है? Whether it is a optative sentence or it is interrogative, it depends on the symbol. It means if there is a sign of interrogation, sentence will be interrogative, and if there is a sign of exclamation, it means the sentence is optative. Sentence is optative. May you live long. May God bless you. May you pass the time. May you succeed in life. There can be many sentences like this. So these are the optative sentence. Optative sentence. They are used to express unreal condition or to bless someone. And we will try to finish the last sentence very fast because our five types of sentences. I think we will be able to cover. These sentences, they are used to express sudden, all of sudden, without prior.
कहना जाएगा आधे बड़ा तो मास्टर होगा ये या पिलशन बंदा है 3 साल गया ले सरकारी नौकरी.
With all of sudden you see something and you express your feeling. आप अपनी feeling express करते हो, whether it is a good or you are surprised or you are sorrow. For example, you are seeing your result. You are going to see your result, and you are not attempted your papers and all. It's not properly, but you find that your name is on the top of the list. It means you will be happy. And there are this word, exclamatory word used for joy is hooray. Right? It is exclamatory word. Hooray! I stood fast. Mean you were not knowing that you will be in the top of the list. It is all of a sudden you saw and you expressed your feeling. आपने अपनी feeling अचानक express की. So this is the word hooray is used for joy. Hooray is used for joy. And now sorrow it is used. The word is used alas. Again the same condition. Alas, he failed again. If someone might have done well in the examination, but when he saw the result, his name was not there. It means, alas, he failed again. Again, it is the sign of exclamation. These are called exclamatory words. So these are used to express the joy, sorrow, and next is the wonder. Wonder, it can be expressed with the interrogative word, question word. What and how. These are the two words. These are used to express the wonder in the exclamatory sentence. In this type of sentences, what? For example, it is also, see, What is the main purpose of this sentence? Feeling a certain feeling. For example, nowadays cricket is also going on. You can see even on the last ball, if some 4 or 6 is required and a batsman hit, then you get what a fine shot. What a fine shot. What a fine shot. This is sign of exclamation because it is interrogative words. You have to identify the type of sentence. अपने sentence पहचान करना है. And how this is also to express the wonder. For example, how miser he has been. वह कितना कंजूस है. How cute the child is. बच्चा कितना cute है. Mean these are the 5 types of sentences they will cover your all English words: writing, reading, speaking, and all. Okay. So what we have discussed today, 5 types of sentence. First, it was simple sentence. It expresses fact, and there are 2 types: negative and affirmative sentences. Sentence structure it was already given. Next is interrogative, where question is asked. In interrogative sentence, where question is asked, there are 2 types. One is only with the helping verb, that is one sort of confirmation we are doing, and another one with the question word. Question word: what, why, when, where, which, how, and whom and whose. These were the question words, and the meaning I have told where these question words are used in different ways. So that is the end word structure. Already I have given you the rules how the this question interrogative sentences are formed. Next was the imperative sentence. Imperative sentence, these are order type, and these can be used to express order, advice, request, or prohibition. What is the sentence structure? Actually, they start with the first form of verb, and normally you subject is there, but it is hidden subject. It is neither spoken or nor it is written. ना तो लिखा जाता है ना बोला जाता, but it has got a sense of feeling. Okay. And there are mainly 4 things: order, advice, request, or prohibition. Then the optative sentence, these are used to express the unreal condition and blessing. Unreal condition and blessing. Unreal condition, good that it is always expressed, and blessing, may God bless you, may you live long and all this, and there is always after that there is sign of exclamation. Okay, next one is the exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence is the sudden feeling of joy, sorrow, or wonder. This sudden feeling of emotions, whether you are happy, joy, or you are surprised to see something. And these are the exclamatory words. Hooray is used for joy. Hooray I stood first. Again, the formation. Hooray I stood first. This is sentence. It will according to the tense we are using the main word. But that in the tense we will discuss. But this is the sentence structure, sentence form. Hooray, again sign of exclamation, and after that. Same alas, it is sorrow, alas we failed again, and the same. And what and how these are used to express wonder. What and how these are used, how miser he has been, how what a fine sort, what a fine sort. It is in short, what a fine sort it is, what a fine sort it is. So these are the types of sentences. It will be very useful in doing another topics. Will be helpful in your passive voice and other grammatical, everywhere it will be. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. You can stop there. If not,